two, one. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to stop coughing because I've had this cold for about 3 weeks. It's finally almost over. But it's become a habit where I go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then cough. So I'm trying not to cough for the first minute at least. For those of you who don't know, my name is Monroe Mann, and I'm an interesting character. I'm a Bronze Star nominated Iraq War veteran. I'm a lawyer. I have a PhD in psychology. I have a master's in entrepreneurship. And believe it or not, I went back and enrolled in undergrad to take 5 pre-med classes that I never took in college 20 years ago, because I guess it's 25 years ago. Wow, I'm getting old. Because I am considering enrolling in medical school if a medical university will accept me. And so I just finished Biology 1. Next week I finish the Biology 1 lab. And now I just have 4 more classes that I need to finish in order to start applying to med schools. That's Biology 2 plus lab, Physics 1 plus lab, Physics 2 plus lab, and then finally Biochemistry. And I was looking at all the requirements, and I realized, wow, I'm going to do Biology 1 this fall. I'll do Physics 1 in the spring, and I might also do Biochemistry in the spring as well. And then in the summer, next summer, I will do, Physics 2 with lab. And which means I can apply to med school for fall of 2025. So basically a year from today. Of course, this is assuming that I pass the MCAT with a good enough score, and we'll see if I get accepted to med school. I don't know. What's up, Brandon Watkins? Great to see you. I'm talking about why I've gone back to undergrad to take pre-med classes to consider going to med school. And people ask me all the time, what the heck are you doing? And I ask myself that same question sometimes too, because it's kind of weird. And I vacillate back and forth. I do not know with certainty that I am going to finish all these pre-med classes. I don't know with certainty that I'm going to take the MCAT. I don't know with certainty I'm going to apply to med school. I certainly don't know if I will get accepted to med school. And even if I get accepted, there's no certainty that I'll actually go. There's no certainty I will graduate. That's how life is. It's very fickle. You make plans and God laughs. But I've wanted to be a doctor for a long time. And winners do it now. That's what it's something I believe. I wrote a book called Time Zen, and one of the main tenets of that book is winners do it now. How does Monroe Mann get so much done? Winners do it now. I just get off my butt and I do things when they need to be done. And I'm realizing, well, I'm 46. I'm getting older. When, if not now, am I going to become a doctor? But people say, but Monroe, why are you doing it? You've got all these other things. You can make money from all these other things that you're doing. Making money is not my number one mission in life. I was talking to some students today, and I kind of figured out why I want to become a medical doctor is, or at least why do I want to go to med school? I love learning. And if I go to, because the prerequisites are two semesters of physics, 2 semesters of biology and biochemistry, it's forcing me to take these classes that I would never find the time for otherwise. And I think that's great. Sometimes you need some type of dangling carrot to get you to do something. And I would like to put at the end of my name MD, as well as all those other letters I have now. In order to do that, what do you need to do? You need to go to medical school. And in order to go to medical school, you need to take the MCAT. Before you can take the MCAT, technically, you need to finish all these prerequisite courses. And by the way, I'm happy to answer any of your questions, whether about medical school or otherwise. Brandon is saying, do you play games? I'm not sure what you mean by that. That could be a loaded question. I have board games that I have on my wall here. I sometimes play video games on my phone. I used to have a Nintendo and a PlayStation. I do not right now, but maybe one of these days I will. I would really love to see what the video games are for the Apple Vision Pro, because I think that would be pretty cool. So anyway, I've always in my life, I come up with these ideas for what is everything that I could want to do in life, and I work backwards. Something else I might want to do is maybe work for the State Department. So I've been online looking up what the requirements to work at the state, to get a job at the State Department. I was at University of Miami Med School's website today, and University of Florida, even St. George's University Med School in the Caribbean, looking up what are their prerequisites. I'm constantly looking online to find out what are the requirements for me to become a successful YouTuber. What do I need to do to get this channel monetized? So it's a constant. That's just how my brain works. I think 5-10 years in the future, and I work backwards and figure out what do I need to do to make that happen now. There's this funny story that I always tell people, which kind of explains my life, which is there's this old guy who goes into a piano store or a piano school, and he sees somebody in the lobby, and there's a piano there, and he sees that person, this young 25-year-old, playing beautiful Chopin sonatas and nocturnes and Beethoven and Bach. And this older gentleman goes, ugh. And one of the teachers comes over to this old guy and says, sir, why are you, it seems like you're sad. And he says, I am. And she goes, well, why? He goes, well, I really want to play piano. And the piano teacher says, well, why are you sad about that? She goes, I'm not sad about that. Do you know how old I am? And she goes, no, I don't know how old you are. And she says, I'm 82 years old. And she goes, but I don't understand why that makes you sad. She goes, the older guy says to the teacher, do you know how old I'm going to be by the time I learn how to play piano like that? And the teacher laughed and said, yes, sir, I do. The same age you will be if you don't. I hope that resonated with at least one of you on here. Think about that. No matter what, I think about, like, if I go to med school, first of all, it's going to take one more year to finish undergrad classes, 4 years of med school, 3 years of residency. I'm 46 now. That's a total of 8 years. So 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. I'll be 54 years old when I am an independently licensed doctor. And I think to myself, oh my gosh, I'm going to be 54 years old when I become a doctor? Here's the thing, guys. There are only two options. I'm either going to die before I get to 54, or I'm going to turn 54 no matter what. So I'm either going to become 54 and I'm going to be a medical doctor, or 54 and I'm not a medical doctor. So, woo. Hope you guys will give me some likes for those sneezes, huh? Let me look at the comments. We have Angel telling me to stop using my brain. It's impossible. I'm crazy. Josiah Moore saying hi. John Wick. Thought I was Steve Irwin. That's not the way it goes. There's an old guy that goes to the fish market. Are you related to Steve Irwin? I am not. Wet Jogger says double tap the screen and show some love. Thank you so much, Wet Jogger. Emmeline, hello. Well, hey, Carly, you weren't here. Someone had to take over your job. A137, what specialty are you planning on practicing? That's the big question. I don't know. I generally want to be, I think, a general practitioner. The biggest thing that I hate, I don't need to be a rock star surgeon. I don't need to be some super heart specialist. I want to be the doctor who people love to bring their families to. And I would love to be there. I go to doctors sometimes, and you go in, they don't even look at you, and I just think I'm a human person. I'm right here, and they're just like, I'm not saying my elbow hurts. They don't even look at my elbow. They don't even touch my elbow, and I've learned that human touch is really important, and the placebo effect works. If you just have a doctor look at you and look at your elbow and say, no, everything's good, everything works fine, blah, blah, then sometimes you just feel better. And I realize the power of being that person who's a doctor who really just has that human connection with patients. So if I end up going down this whole journey, that's the type of doctor I want to be. Somebody that you would love to just say, I need a general doctor. You got to go to this guy, Monroe Mann. He's the nicest guy, and he really cares for you. John Wick says, I liked your video because you look like Steve Irwin. Thank you. John Wick, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel because I look like Steve Irwin. That's what really matters. Welcome, Emmeline. He does everything. Bless you, Gershon Ford, John Wick. Angel says, that's stupid. I don't know why that's stupid. That's stupid. Bless you. Not at all. Support is support. I'm scared. I just got off the Lollipop website. I don't know what a Lollipop website is. And Angel G, let's not. Chat, Trump's wife is hot. Funsky, oh my gosh. I think Vance's wife is hot. I like Indian women. I think they look good. And Zeus says, are you okay? I can get you into rehab. Can I tell you this, Zeus? A little secret? There is no rehab that can help this guy. Because this guy is crazy. I'm crazy. Absolutely crazy. So this live stream is not about me going to med school. It's actually about you. Because, excuse me, it's about inspiring you to think bigger with your life. Stop thinking about how long it's going to take for you to do something. 99 people out of 100 psych themselves out. They come up with some dream, right? They come up with some dream, and then they think about how long it's going to take for them to get to that goal, and then they stop doing it because they think about the effort involved, or it's going to take forever, just like that guy, the old guy at the piano teacher. I'm trying to tell you, take it one day at a time. Whether it's me with this YouTube channel, I still look at that watch time, and it is really annoying that I'm still far away from 3,000. I'm getting close, and we're gonna hit there by end of August. But it's still exhausting. And then to think that after 3,000, I gotta then reach 4,000, right? See you later, Emmeline. In order to get the AdSense, the ads monetized. With the medical school thing, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, 7 years? 8 years if I think about this year I have to do these undergrad? Can't think about that, guys. What am I thinking about? Monroe, you got one more week and you're done with Biolab 1. And then in 4 weeks, you start Biology 2. That's it. That's all I'm going to focus on right now. And in the end, even if I don't apply to med school and I just finish Biology 1 and Biology 2 and Physics 1 and Physics 2 and Biochem, how is that hurting me? I now know a heck of a lot more, and I can talk about things with even more specificity and more authority because I've taken 5 cool science classes. Who cares about med school? I'm having fun right now learning about biology. We're doing DNA fingerprinting in the lab right now. Literally, real DNA, and analyzing and trying to identify whose DNA it is. I mean, that is super cool stuff. Crime scene investigation stuff that I'm doing right here at Miami-Dade College. All right, let me look at the comments. Who's saying, stop treating me like, why are you saying, who's treating someone like a kid? I don't know what. And Funsky 40, there's some other people here who made a joke about Trump being gay. I don't see them being hard time for it. Who cares? Let people make fun of Trump. People can make fun of Trump. I don't care. Here's the thing. Trump is not gay. Everybody knows Trump is not gay. Trump is one of the most manly guys in the United States right now. He's the definition of toxic masculinity, and I love it. Goodbye, Emmeline. Melania, on the other hand, you're not joking. You're not, okay, disturbing opinion. Okay, so nothing in the chat about what I'm talking about, just you guys arguing with one another. Why are you guys all arguing with one another, right? So, I know somebody here, we got somebody saying a comment. Let's hope it's related to what I'm talking about. A137 says, I've been on the fence about whether I want to go to med school or take a slightly less rigorous path with chemistry. You've inspired me to pursue my passion. So A137, everyone has been telling me the same thing too. They're going, dude, why don't you just become a nurse instead? It's less work. Or someone is saying, why don't you become a physician's assistant? You can make just as much money. And the truth, because I want to go all the way. I want to be a doctor. I want to be medical Dr. Mann. I'm already Dr. Mann because I have a PhD in psychology, but I'm not a medical doctor, and I want to be a medical doctor. And so A137, go the harder route. I promise you. I know you can do I don't love chemistry either. I'm not looking forward to biology too. I'm not looking forward to physics with calculus, which is what I think I need to take. Which means I have to review calculus from 20 years ago is when I took calculus. Which means before I do physics with calculus, I have to go back and study regular calculus. Don't shy away from a challenge. People keep telling me, Monroe, you should start a TikTok. You're going to get so many more subscribers, so much more quickly. But that's the easy route. I don't like TikTok. YouTube is the harder route. I've been struggling with YouTube for 18 years. I am going to make my YouTube channel a success by continuing to do these live streams until I get to 3,000 to open the super chat and then 4,000 to open up the AdSense. It is the harder route, and it is the route worth taking. and A137, do not worry about how you're going to get through chemistry. First step, just enroll in chemistry. I have no idea how I'm going to get through biology 2 with lab. But I enrolled in it in the fall. Next step, get through this summer, and then go get my book, show up on day 1 of class, and then worry about getting through biology 2. I don't need to worry about physics 1 and 2 right now. Don't need to worry about biochem right now. Don't need to worry about the MCAT, even though I have the books already here on all those subjects. Behavioral science, biochem, organic chemistry. Look at that. Yours and my favorite subjects right there. Go the harder route. You know how proud you're going to be when you become a doctor, A137? Is that A137? Yeah. Dr. A137, right? Dr. A137, Jayo. That means awesome. Go get them in Chinese. Carly, have you done DNA fingerprinting? The wet jogger. Chase your dream, that's right. All of it in one. What's up? How you doing? All of it in one. Good to see you. We're talking about going after big dreams no matter how long you think it's going to take. If it's a big dream and it means something to you, you go after it. And just take that first step today. Don't get bogged down in worrying about how long it's going to take for you to get to that big dream. Like, again, in my situation, if I think about how old I'll be by the time I become a licensed medical doctor, I'll never start. So all I'm thinking about is next semester I got to do biology 2. That's it. That's all I'm thinking about. Keep it positive and keep it going. That's right, wet jogger. But it sounds fun. I've seen some TV shows on it. So apparently what we're doing in the biolab right now is we're doing it all manually. And apparently computers do what we are doing now. So we're doing a process that they used to do 15, 20, 30 years ago, where we're actually doing every single step of the DNA fingerprinting process by hand. But now apparently all you do is you put the DNA samples in a machine, and boom, it does everything for you. So it's kind of neat though that we're learning how these DNA fingerprinting machines work. We are doing it by hand, adding all the chemicals. And let's see. We have TV in the house. Hello. Are you going to take Bio 2 this incoming fall semester? Yeah, so A137, I finished summer session on Thursday, a week from today, with my bio lab for 1. And then in the fall, in September, I'll start Biology 1 and Biology 1 lab. And in spring, I'm going to do Physics 1 and Biochemistry. And then in summer of 2025, I'll do Physics 2 with lab. And I think during next summer, I'm going to start studying I may start studying for the MCAT next week, because I'm going to have a whole month and a half before fall term starts. So I think I'm going to start going through the biology. Since I just did Bio 1, I'm going to start going through this book here. Right here. Biology. MCAT Biology Review 2023-2024. So look at this monster thing. Ay, ay, ay. A lot of stuff here. But it's, again, and remember I said just take the first step? The first step for me, before I even enrolled at Miami-Dade College, was I bought that MCAT review kit for $100 on Amazon. And as I was reading through it, I realized, wait a second, don't I need to first do prerequisite courses? And so I put those books aside and then went to Miami-Dade College. I cannot believe that I am actually enrolled in all these classes now, because it was a lot of effort and a lot of humbling of myself to go back to Miami-Dade College undergrad admissions department and say, hi, I'd like to take some undergraduate science classes. But you know what? Put your ego to the side. That's what I did. That's what you need to do to make things happen in life, is put your ego to the side. And that's what we need to do. Put your ego to the side and stop focusing on how long it's going to take for you to make something happen. And all of it in one says, I used to love to dance, and my mom wouldn't let me. Now I changed to makeup, so I love it, and soon I might be able to meet someone that does monster makeup for movies. Can I tell you all of it in one? Go back to dance too. Please go back to dancing as well. Got to go back to dancing as well. Here, let me. I'm going to do a poll here, since we're talking about dancing. Do you want to see do the shuffle? Okay, and all of it in one. That sounds so fun. Great to hear you'd like to pursue your passion. And monster makeup is fun. We did in my movie You Can't Kill Stephen King. We had a lot of prosthetics. We had fake heads, and we had fake arms, and we had smoke and blood and fake blood, of course. It was very, very interesting. And all of it in one. Thank you. You're going to take Bio 2 at Wolfson again. Whoa! Who is A137? And do we know each other? Very interesting. Is that Alex? Oh my God, it is Alex. In parentheses, it says, it's Alex, by the way. What's up, my friend? Alex is in my bio lab right now. We were doing DNA fingerprinting together. That's so funny. Great to see you. Thanks, Alex, for joining. Yeah, I'm going to do Bio 2 at Wolfson, and but I'm doing Bio 2 online, and then Bio 2 lab at Wolfson. And oh, by the way, Alex, I don't know. What do you want to do? Do you want to be a medical doctor too? Because I am. I just called University of Florida today, their medical school, and I found out you can do most of med school online. The only time you have to go in person is if it's a lab and if you have to do your clinical rotations. So that's given me a big boost because it means maybe I can still do all the other things I'm doing while still going to med school, at least for the first 2 years. Maybe for the second 2 years when doing clinicals, obviously got to go in person and show up. But again, where there's a will, there's a way. I was looking, trying to find out, is there a way I could do medical school part-time? And University of Florida allows you to do most of the classes online. How much more part-time could you get than that? Really, really cool. Let me see what else we got here. We got 7 votes. 100% said yes. All right, before I finish the here, this is what I'm learning with the shuffle, guys, because I'm not an expert at it. But wait, I got to make sure you can see down. Let me put it on the tripod here. Wait, ready? You guys can tell me if I'm on the right track. Okay? Ooh, let me put this in here and tighten this up. And put this down. All right, tell me, I was doing some tutorials on TikTok, so I'm trying to see if I can remember. It was boom, 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 like this. And then there was another move that I learned, which is boom, wait. I don't know if that's working. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. Yeah. What do you guys think? Do I get a thumbs up? Let me know if I did that correctly. Did it look like I kind of knew what I was doing? Carly says, I live with a family in healthcare, so I find this all intriguing. I'm happy to hear that, Carly. Do the truffle shuffle. What was that from? Was that from Goonies? The truffle shuffle? Oh my gosh. Monroe Mann, you're missing Trump's speech. It's good. I'll watch it later. You guys are far more important to me than Trump's speech. And me getting to 3,000 hours of watch time is really important. The reason I had to stop was because it was too expensive and my mom just said she didn't want to take me anymore. All in one, I just told you I learned how to do that shuffle by watching videos. I said TikTok. I don't watch TikTok. On YouTube Shorts. I just type in shuffle tutorials and things come up. And that's how I learned how to do that little basic thing right there. You want to go to UF too, Alex? Interesting. I tell you this. Of all the medical schools I've gotten in touch with so far, UF is the only one. They picked up the phone the first time I called. The woman, Michelle, on the phone was so knowledgeable and friendly. And then she said, to get more specifics, here's the email address. I'll be sure to get back to you tomorrow, Monroe, and this and that. And so I'm really liking UF. The only thing I just read, they only accept 140 students per year into medical school. Whoa. Now, I don't know if that means they are super competitive, or maybe there are just not that many people who apply to medical school every year. I don't know. I'm just thinking, but I mean, if there are 140 people, and how many people apply to UF medical school every year? Is it in the thousands? I mean, is it that competitive to get into medical school? I don't know, because I got to talk to, that's the next follow-up question when they reply, is how likely is it that somebody gets in? Because just because you apply to medical school doesn't mean you're going to get into medical school. You have to sleep. It's okay, Carly. You go to sleep. You don't have to lose your sleep for me. I'll be able to mod things, so no problem. If you need to sleep, I understand. Monroe has some moves. Woo. Oh, so it was pretty good? So be honest, did it look like I was doing the shuffle? Like, did it actually look like it was correct? I wish I could have recorded myself. What does that mean? I'm not amazing. Oh, but I'm dragging by. You're dragging by what? It looked good. Yes. Oh, here's another question. I'm going to do another poll here. Should I make a short of me shuffling? All right, here's the next poll here. Because if you think I did it halfway decently, maybe they could get a lot of views, right? Let's see. So all of it in one. Please start dancing again. Watch YouTube tutorials, they're free. And again, it just comes back to you have to be disciplined. You have to find the time to do it. It's a pain in the butt, I know. But literally, I learned that in 20 minutes. That's it. Carly, volleyball is so fun. I play beach volleyball for fun. Wet Jogger, where do you live in Jamaica? Do you live in Kingston? Or what are the other major cities in Jamaica? All I know is Kingston. And wow, okay, go. Awesome. 100% say I should do a short of me doing the shuffle. And I know you guys would not lead me astray. So maybe I will. Carly, good night. Have a wonderful night. No problem. Glad you are here. And thank you for your moderating assistance this evening. There doesn't seem to be any crazy people in here, so it doesn't seem like we need a huge number of moderators. But think big, guys. Think big, and never believe you can't do something. Yeah, the Eves are gone. I don't know where Evelyn's gone. I haven't seen her in a long time. I don't know where Ava Gite is. Haven't seen her in a long time. Sam Gray, good night. Just finished my last MCAT study session. Interesting, Sam. So what company are you using to study for the MCAT? And do you recommend them? Have you taken any practice MCATs? Do you have any tips for us? For any of us who haven't taken the MCAT yet? All of it in one says I used to do competitive dance and had my own lift and we won first every time. Well, then guess what? You are born for this, all of it. You need to keep doing it. By the way, if there's anyone here who hasn't clicked like, would love that. Let's get to 11 likes. Maybe we'll get a couple more subscribers. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I think we can all psych each other out. We can all psych ourselves out if we think too hard about how much effort it's going to take to get something done. Because I psych myself out constantly about this medical school thing. The two things today that got me excited and thinking, no, you're on the right track, Monroe, was me calling UF and finding out that they have a part-time program online, basically. And number two, when I realized, wow, I looked at the UF requirements, I only have 4 more classes and I've met all the pre-med requirements to apply to med school. Sam Gray is saying, I use Kaplan. I did a diagnostic and got a 500. So in reality, a 490, the books they do are better. Those are the books that I have, the Kaplan MCAT review. I think 500 is basically the minimum, right? To get, let me look at the book. Let me just go over this real quick. Where is here, I've got the book here. Is it the quick sheets? No. What does it say in the beginning? It tells me what the score is for the MCATs. And let me just go over that and see. We've got, because I remember the score is, let me see. Maybe you already know and I don't need to look it up. But what is the score range for the MCAT? I know, oh, there we go. So the score is, no, it's not. Why is it not telling me here? Oh yeah, the score is 472 to 528. Isn't that crazy, guys? What a stupid test. You can't get a 0. The lowest score is a 472. So, but I don't understand. They're saying that if I go take the MCAT and I don't answer any of the questions, I will still get a 472. How does that work? That makes zero sense whatsoever. I'm looking at this thing here. Look, the score range. So the test is 7 hours and 27 minutes, 230 questions, score 472 to 528. Just bonkers. And it's on these subjects: biology, physics, biochem, psychology, general chemistry, sociology, and organic chemistry. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. And the wet jogger lives in the second city, Montego Bay. I've heard of Montego Bay. Absolutely. Funsky says USA. All of it in one. I have to go to bed, but thank you so much. Because of you, I'm going to start. Thank you so much. You're awesome. And I hope if you have a YouTube, I hope you will start posting videos of your dances on your YouTube channel. And let me know when you put them up there. I'd love to come check them out. And all of us would love to come see you dancing as well. Sam Gray, yep, I'm still missing all my chemistry prerequisites, and my books are from 2019. Well, the good thing about chemistry, physics, it doesn't change very much on a year-to-year basis. It's not like AI or current events or things like that. I took the HESI and TEAS and blew the national curve on. I'm sorry, I don't know what a HESI and a TEAS are. Could you share with us what those two acronyms mean? I don't know what that is. And my forehead really is just monster size. I seriously need to go get a hair transplant. Actually, that looks okay right there. No, but even that doesn't look. I'm so self-conscious about that. It's not good. I took their nursing entrance exam. So, Sam, do you want to do nursing or do you want to become a medical doctor? The HESI is based off the MCAT and the TEAS is closer to the ACT. Okay, cool. What's HESI stand for, though? Health Education Services Institute? Or I'm just making that up. I'm just guessing. Brisk Tea Classic. Yeah, that's it. It's been a summer treat for many, many years. And you ready to go bald? Yeah, literally, I want to put this on because it'll cover. It's driving me crazy. There we go. Now I look much better. Okay. Luke, how old are you, Luke? Are you an adult or are you still a growing boy? And are you going bald or you're just ready to go bald? That's what I'd like to know. But I later tonight, hey, what's up, Jeffrey? Good to see you. I'm going to do a little shuffle dance video tonight, I think. So you guys have inspired me as well. 26 hairlines retreating. I just want it gone. Yeah, it is annoying I tell you this though, Luke, as hard as it may be for you and me to be maybe losing our hair and have receding hairlines, there are some women I know who are losing their hair. And if just imagine, for us, maybe it's a little bit of a self-confidence thing. For women losing their hair, I mean, that's really, really difficult. That's really, really difficult. Oh, Health Education Science Incorporated and the Test of Essential Academic Skills. Awesome, Sam. Awesome. Now, did you say you wanted to become a doctor? Oh, yeah, you do, but you're missing your chemistry requirement. So, guess what? Go enroll in your local school and get off your butt and go take some chemistry classes, and do what you need to do. Jeff, happy belated birthday. That's great. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us here. And cool. So any other questions here on the MCAT, on medical school, anything like that? Jeff is 53 years old. So you are just about how old I will be when I become a medical doctor, if I stay on track. Keanu, in 32 days, it's your birthday. Kiana, happy early birthday. That's fantastic. Great to hear. Sam Gray, I looked at nursing school, but the bar to enter is crazy. Usually 3.9 GPA, and you need a bachelor's just to get in. I was waitlisted at UCF and Valencia. But Sam Gray, isn't the bar to go to medical school higher than the bar to go to nursing school? I would imagine it's harder to get into med school than it is to nursing school. Am I right or am I wrong? Wet Jogger is going to be 41. Okay, cool. Good to have you in the 40s club. Good to have you here, Wet Jogger. Yeah, I'm surprised. Why would the bar to get into nursing school be high? They have such a desperate need for nurses. You'd figure that they would want, I don't know. Maybe me, I'm 46. So people say I look a lot younger. People say I act a lot younger. So I consider that a little bit of a compliment. And I'm just so excited that I don't have to do any more studying in biology for a month. Yes. Wet Jogger, I'm an old girl with a young soul. Well, what do you mean you're an old girl? You're younger than me. You're what? 40? Come on. You're a young girl with a young soul. What time is it there? Where I am, it's 11:30 p.m. Kiana, how old? What time is it where you are? Where the heck are you, Kiana? Are you in the United States? Are you somewhere else? Sam Gray says EFSC had 5,000 applicants and only 30 seats. Valencia's 3,530. And UCF, I missed the reading section on the test by half a point. Wow. 40 is grandma age on YouTube. Yeah. Bonkers. What's crazy is like there are some people who started YouTube channels 3 months ago and they're already making $20,000 a month. Here I've been on YouTube for 18 years and I'm still trying to get the channel monetized. 934. Oh, so you're out in the Midwest somewhere. Cool. I guess, Sam, I guess it makes sense that it's more competitive for nursing because there are more, I think there are more people who want to become nurses than doctors because they think it's going to be easier. And they think it's easier to become a nurse, so I'll apply to nursing school instead of medical school. And maybe that is the issue. 10:35 in Jamaica. Oh, you're about an hour behind us. Interesting, Wet Jogger. And I am located in Miami Beach, Florida. I am in Florida. So guys, I'm gonna end this live stream, but I'm gonna come back. I want to do a fitness live stream because I really want to do some sit-ups and push-ups. And if you'd like to come back and join me, you can get motivated and do some with me, or just come for the company, whatever it is. But I'll be back in about maybe, 5 to 20 minutes, and keep an eye on it. Great to see you guys. I hope you got inspired a little bit, and I will be back later tonight. Hope you'll be here. Bye, guys.